So, guys, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to MKE Season 4 Championship, which is sponsored by Zentro Store and co-sponsored by Z3 YouTube streamers, Leo Official. So, guys, here we are in the upper brackets. An interesting matchup here between Midnight Madness on the blue side and Team Umbrella Academy, I believe, on the red side. Correct me if I'm wrong. And
Yeah, you are
to
absolutely right.
Yes, I was gonna introduce you, but then I ended up asking you a question. But yeah, guys, so I am Marcus. I'm gonna be your main caster for this game, and along with me, my awesome co-caster here, Sasuke.
Good evening, guys. It's been honor to cast this tournament, and yeah, both of the teams are ready, I think. And let's head to the game.
Yes, so guys, let's just jump right up. Exciting match here, Umbrella Academy versus Midnight Madness. Both the teams have been showing some amazing game throughout this tournament. Both are like a strong contender to win this championship. So let's see who goes to the lower brackets and who will be continuing their journey in the upper brackets. So here we are in the ban phase. Let's see what the first ban is gonna be for the side of Midnight Madness. Any guesses?
Well, no, since the patch updates, there are a lot of heroes which are buff, but they are banning on Diggy. Maybe they are planning to take tanky heroes like Atlas or Akai, something like that.
Yep, absolutely. And it's going to be Diggy taken out. And to reply to that, that's going to be a Fanny ban coming in from Umbrella Academy. So, all right, Diggy ban. What do you think about that ban, Sasuke?
Well, Digiban, as just said, like they might be planning to go for this Atlas or an Akai pick, and that Fanny ban coming in from Umbrella Academy is, I think, a respect ban towards Venom. I guess he is pretty awesome in his Fanny. We have seen his plays in the past tournaments and also in the previous matches. I hope he has picked it, but yeah, Valentina is gonna ban coming in from Team Midnight Madness.
Yep, decent ban so far. Nothing unusual there. Except for that Fanny, like you said, it's going to be the respect ban coming in, and that's going to be the Claude taken out by Midnight Madness as well. They don't want to be dealing with that Claude. So let's see what the first pick of this game is going to be. Both Leo and Martis are quite open. Martis, we have seen, Venom, shining on that Martis quite a lot. So let's see if he's going to be going for that, or we might see something new here.
Indeed, and even to be honest, yeah, Carmilla was open and they are going to lock that Carmilla right away. Not giving them Martis and Leo mode to the enemy. Instead, they are having a Carmilla. Is that a worth risk?
Well, after the recent patch note, Carmilla is being uh, played a lot, and if her ult is timed right, with the CC and damage coming in, it's shared by everyone in the opponent, whoever is marked with that ult. So that's a devastating ult, but it requires quite a bit of skill to execute it properly. Meanwhile, the retaliation pick coming in the form of Faramis and Leomord, like we said, Leomord and Martis both were open. So the Umbrella Academy are going to be snatching up that Leomord with the support of Faramis there. Let's see what the other picks are coming in from Midnight Madness. They have gone ahead with that Gushen pick. That's going to be a mid lane Gushen by Smiling.
Yes, exactly. And we are seeing a Van pick coming in right away. Well, Martis is still open. Will Umbrella Academy will be picking that Martis or they will be banning it in the phase 2 of the draft?
Yup, most probably that can happen. Let's see what Umbrella Academy decides here. They are open with their third pick. All right. Also, okay, it's gonna be a Fedrin secure right here. Probably it's gonna be an EXP Fedrin. Let's see. Okay. Well, the last two bands are remaining. Sasuke, any guesses for these two bands?
Maybe a Martis or a Terizla because Terizla is a perfect counter for Fedrin in EXP lane. This Terizla is too much. Okay, they are banning a Grog. Well, that is also a respect ban. I would say towards the Sneaky B. We do place that Grog in EXP lane and also Apex. He do spam it in roam.
Yeah, absolutely. So they don't want to be dealing with that croc in the EXP, perhaps. That's why it has been banned. Let's see what the final ban is going on. A marksman is open. They can go for a marksman ban, or okay, yeah, they are gonna be going for that marksman ban. Beatrix been taken out there. All right, so let's see what the next pick is gonna be for the side of Umbrella Academy. They do need a mage if Faramis is going roam, and they need a goal laner. So they need a marksman and a mage, perhaps.
Well, Clint and Irithil is open, and Irithil, in my opinion, is a pretty good counter for Van Van. Okay, they are going to show this Matilda. Okay, they are locking it. Team Umbrella Academy just locking down the Matilda towards their draft, and I think they should be going this Martis and Terizla, but okay, they might go for this Kai in EXP.
Yeah, we have been seeing, sneaky play that Akai EXP in certain matches. So that's what they're going to be relying for, because, they need a proper frontliner, someone with good CC, so that, Carmilla's work is done easy there. But no, they have switched up again, and they are going to be going for the Uranus in the EXP lane, along with the Martis jungle, like I mentioned at the start. Venom, shines on that Martis. He's going to be going for that. Okay, let's see what our final remaining for the side of Umbrella Academy.
And Irithil would be better in my opinion, even though they have secured the Martis. But Irithil has the movement speed, okay, and they are gonna lock it. Okay, they are locking it down. So based on the draft, both of the teams have draft very well. We can see Team Midnight Madness. A few of the heroes I would say is a comfort pick. As you can see, Imagine plays. He is pretty good on the Batman, even smiling. We have seen his. So what do you think? Who has the upper hand in the draft? Well, I don't think anyone has an upper hand, because drafts from both the teams are pretty well.
Yeah, Sasuke, I think I'm gonna agree with you on that. Both the team have drafted quite well. I really like how they played out their ban heroes and the way they were picking heroes. To just perfectly balance out, counter out each other. So it's an interesting matchup. Both these teams we know are experienced, are strong teams. But let's see what happens in the execution. Draft has been so far good, but it's all about the execution. So guys, in the match, the game one of today's matchup. This is going to be in the upper brackets. Whichever team loses will be going down in the lower brackets, and the winning team will be moving up ahead for, they will be closer to the championship. So here we are at the EXP lane, Uranus versus the Federin, and the goal lane is going to be 1-1 versus Irithil and Matilda, who has made that rotation there early on.
Well, Matilda is just going to provide some support towards his marksman.
Yep, and they are the farm, but I don't think it's gonna be working. I think even though Vanvan has been poked, but she is still gonna be getting those minions. But Irithil chunking out quite a bit of gold plating from the turret, and here is Carmilla's rotation coming in. Meanwhile, in the Leomord does manage to secure it. All right. Okay, so the EXP lane, Ferrin versus Uranus. What do you think about that, Sasuke? You're an EXP laner yourself, so you must probably give us some info about that.
Well, against a Fredrin, Uranus might work just because of his, I think, 20 stacks, yeah. And with his passive, he regains his HP. It's a stalemate, and Uranus might be an upper hand in terms of this Fredrin versus Uranus, but just because he has the movement speed ability and the ability to clear and cut the lanes faster than Fredrin. But in team fight, Fredrin does the more CC than Uranus.
Yeah, agree with you on that. Meanwhile, on the bot side, we can see that Martis, Midnight Madness have arrived here for a probable gank in the goal lane. Meanwhile, the EXP lane, we can see there is another counter gank happening, the mirror gank happening, where Leomord, Faramus, and Matilda are going for the Uranus, but Turtle has been spawned and they are in the vicinity to take it. Let's see who gets the first Turtle of this match. And yep, the Turtle contest is on. Leomord gonna be poking it. Martis deciding to leave it and go for the blue buff, or he may come back. We're not sure. Let's see what happens. From now, what we can see is that he trusts his teammate, that they will probably delay the Turtle till he gets the blue buff. But that's going to be the ultimate coming in from the Faramis way too early, before even the team fight has started. Now there is no Faramis ult to back his team. Will the Midnight Madness take a fight? And yes, they will. Apex going in for the stun, and that's going to be a circling eagle coming in from the Matilda. That's the first blood taken down. Uranus getting the kill on the Faramis. That's going to be the double kill on the Matilda as well. Meanwhile, Martis securing the kill on that Leomord. That's the jungler taken out by another jungler, and that's a 4-for-0 trade. Wonderful engage coming in from Midnight Madness. What an awesome gank. Just okay.
The in the turtle team fight, they were waiting for their resources to be pulled out, and this Uranus, he successfully managed to do that. We saw that he was 1 HP. He flickered out of that 1v4 situation and he regained his HP, and then he went back to the team fight again, getting the double kill. And as you mentioned,
Yes.
meanwhile, in the gold lane, they are okay. They are poking each other just because, but in terms of HP, Irithil has much more HP than Van. Okay, they are rotating towards the gold lane. We might see a contest between them. I mean, the team fight. Sorry.
Yeah, there might be a gank here as Venom and Apex are gonna be looking in to harass the Leomord, and Martis is just going in. That's gonna be a kill. That's a brilliant play coming in from Venom, just getting rid of the jungler there before they could even initiate the gang, and that's gonna be Faramis taken out as well. No chance he's gonna survive that, and Faramis Aldo's baited us out as well. Brilliant play coming in from Venom. Going just for that engage.
Well, I seriously think that Martis pick was not a good option to keeping them out. You just right now we can see Martis is on a snowball. He has a 4 kills already in his hand, and that might be a huge disadvantage for Team Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, totally agree with you on that. Always these two heroes are, a threat, Leomord and Martis, but now we can see who is the better of the two. Or maybe it's the user who's better. We never know. Perhaps in the next game, if we can see, Venom on that Leomord and, Jungler of Umbrella Academy on the Martis, we might, really know which hero is stronger out of those two. But looks like there's going to be another gank in the goal lane. Smiling going in for that engage. Apex is there tanking everything up. That's going to be an amazing ult coming in from the Camila, but the links will be breaking down as everyone spreads apart. Matilda going in with that circling eagle, but it's not enough. Martis getting the kill before he was finally shut down by that Faramis, but yeah, perhaps Martis went too deep on that.
Yeah, even he died. Like his team managed to get a kill on Leo mode in the same lane, but on the tier 2 towers. And meanwhile, Kushan taking down a kill on Erithil. He is pretty low, but he did the job of killing the marksman.
Yep, he did his job, and he's probably going for more, or he might be punished here. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, he survives barely an HP, and the turtle is up for grabs. Let's see what happens. Leomord, meanwhile, in the red buff, you can see that Uranus doing a really good job just to poke him, just to delay his farm. He's not letting him farm. Perhaps he's out farmed, the Leomord. He's one level more than him. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Uranus soaking up everything, trying to waste all the utilities. That's going to be circling eagle, wasted there. Fedrit's ult wasted as well. That's a really nice play coming in from the Uranus. Now the gank will be probably easier with those two ultimates out of the question. Let's see what happens here. Leomord forced to recall there, and I guess that's going to be a free top lane turret if they decide to push. But yep, they're going to be counter jungling right there.
Exactly. Meanwhile, the Uranus was beating their ultimates. The Smarties took down the mid in first tower in the mid section. Sorry.
Yep, and Uranus going at it again, just poking little by little, just doing his job basically.
Even in the gold lane, that Irithil is required in the team fight. His teammates might be calling him, "Come on, marksman, join the team fight. Enough of the farming. We need you in the team fight." And a team fight strikes back again.
Yep, that's going to be the Petrify coming in, but Irithil barely surviving that. But what happened to the rest of the teammates of Umbrella Academy? They are going to be taken down by that Martis going in with that triple kill. Even though Irithil barely survived that, but everyone else was punished there. And Irithil is going to be recalling. Let's see if Van gets a hold of him or not. Nope. Or will Van be punished? Nope. But yeah, brilliant gank coming in from Midnight Madness.
Meanwhile, in the EXP lane, Uranus is just trying to cut these lanes, and he's just trying to do his job, bullying each other.
Yep. Meanwhile, Matilda here in the goal lane to support the Irithel. Meanwhile, the pressure coming in from Midnight Madness in the mid lane. All right. Hmm.
As in terms of the gold lane, we can see Midnight Madness has a, I think that's a 6 to 7k gold lead. Okay, that's a 5k gold
Oh,
lead now.
yep. And while we were checking the goalie, that was a nice circling eagle coming on the 1-1, and Leomont secures the kill there. But yeah, the goal lead is 6k. The tower advantage is humongous. Not even a single turret fallen here for Midnight Madness. Meanwhile, Irithel is just holding on to that, the three-tier turret there in the goal side. And now I guess Irithel's turn has come as they look for a gank there. Carmela going in. Martis will be securing the kill with the ultimate, barely surviving the turret damage though. But yeah, that's going to be the tier 3 turret fallen on the bot side. Meanwhile, Uranus just bullying the Leo mod, not letting him farm freely, just harassing and poking him.
The amount of, yeah, damage this Martis is dealing is just too much. It's already been a 9 minutes game, and he already has two of these items. That is the Hunter Strike and Blade of Despair.
Yep, absolutely. The goal lead keeps increasing. Sasuke, what do you think Umbrella Academy should do here, to climb up that goal lead? Because the Lord is going to be up, and I think Gushin has already started it.
Well, if we talk about the goal lead, then Marksman of the Umbrella Academy is, I mean, is the highest goal lead in his team. But and I think he do have two of the items, so I think they should be right now. They should be taking a 5v5 team fight instead of a 3v4 or 4v5 situation.
Yep, absolutely. And the Lord was secured by Midnight Madness. That's an amazing ult coming in from the Carmilla. That's a five-man Carmilla's ult. Brilliant play coming in from Apex, and that's gonna be a wipeout. That's what a five-man Carmilla ult can do. We don't see it frequently. A five-man Carmilla ult. It's not an easy task to pull off, but that's Apex for you. He pulled that off, and that's a immediate wipeout, man. GG's.
Definitely, the as he pulled out the 5-man ult, Gushan was just dealing the amount of damage, and he secures a triple kill. I don't know which particular hero is dealing here, but he secures a triple kill. And meanwhile, Van using his ultimate and secures a kill on someone.
Man, that five-man ult, and that's MVP for you. Apex stealing that MVP. But yeah, man, that five-man Caravella ult and the follow-up was spot on. They didn't even require the lot to even reach the base. They just ended it with just that minion. But yeah, nice play, nice domination coming in from Midnight Madness. So guys, that's gonna be for game number 1 there, secured by Midnight Madness. This is a best of 3. So let's see what happens in this next round. Will we see a comeback from Umbrella Academy, or is it gonna be a 2-0 sweep? So guys, stay tuned. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys. So here we are back to the round two of the best of three. First round, of course, we saw the and now they will be on the red side, and Umbrella Academy are gonna be on the blue side. So, guys, let's just jump right with the game number round two. So if Midnight Madness wins this, they will be going to the next round, and Umbrella Academy will be going to the lower brackets where they get another chance to come back up. But yeah, let's see if they are able to show us something in the game too, because game one was total domination here. Sasuke, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I do think that the Cloud ban coming in the phase one of the draft by Umbrella Academy was a blunder, in my opinion, because they left the Martis open, and even they had plenty of chance to secure the Martis for themselves, but instead they left it open, which caused them that last game. Well, let's see what happens in the round two.
Yeah, probably we might see some shift in bands. They might do some changes. All right, they're gonna be sticking. They are gonna be going for that Fanny band once again. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Midnight Madness go for.
Well, I think they'll be going for that Valentina and maybe a Carmilla because they don't have a first pick. Okay, they are banning a Carmilla right now.
Yeah, they are not gonna be giving away that hero. Maybe it's for them. Either pick it or don't give it.
A Valentina ban this time coming in from Umbrella Academy. Okay, and they are gonna ban a Terisla. Well, uh, that might be a respect ban, or maybe Midnight Madness don't want that hero in their next draft, which they are gonna pick. Okay, that's the first pick. Gushan is gonna go into the hands of Umbrella Academy.
Yup, Gushan picked once again in this matchup, but this time for the side of Umbrella Academy. So let's see what DPD, what DPD are gonna be going for. Matis is open as well as Leomord. Van is open as well. So let's see what heroes they pick.
They are going for Van Van and Martis. This time Martis will be played in EXP lane, I assume.
Yep, yeah, and it's open. You can go for jungle, it can go for EXP. Depending on the picks of Umbrella Academy, they might do those shifts. But let's see what Umbrella Academy are going to be going for. That's going to be the Faramis and Digicom. Yes, they are going to be going for the Faramis and Digi composition. We saw this composition in their previous matchup against Zero Sum game. They did really well there. The Faramis Digi, they totally protected that Irithel in that match. The Digi saving Irithel from all the CCs. Faramis just popped after the Digi to save further damages coming in for that Irithel. That was a really annoying composition to deal with. Let's see what happens against Midnight Madness. Will they be able to pull the same thing off, or does Midnight Madness already know how to counter it? So that's going to be Kaja coming in the pick. Let's see what the next bans are going to be.
Well, I think they might be banning. Okay, they are banning a Lashley this time. Okay, we know how broken she is. Like every time she deals damage of the passive, is gonna deal a true damage instead of extra critic.
Yep. So let's see what the final ban of this matchup is gonna be. Uh, they have a mage open. Yes, they are gonna be going for the Kadita ban. All right. So let's see what the picks are gonna be when I'm showing the link. Might we see a link jungle?
Okay, they are going to take a Bruno. Well, Bruno jungle. I'm not into it, and I think Bruno jungle is not up to the point.
All right, we never know. Perhaps they are planning something, or have something in mind. But okay, maybe they were just messing with us casters here, and they have gone for that Leomord pick. They have both the Leomord as well as the Martis. So I think Venom is gonna show them, like this is how you play Leomord, or maybe it might backfire. We never know until the match starts. So let's see what happens here. The last two picks for the side of Umbrella Academy. Let's see what are they gonna be.
They are going for Clint. I don't think that's a good pick against a Leo mod, or neither does the any marksman is good against a Leo mod. Well, they are going for Jawhead. Jawhead is EXP, or he is playing in Hyper.
All right. Probably, they're gonna be waiting for the last pick of Midnight Madness, and then they decide, who is gonna be the jungle, who is gonna be playing where. All right. Let's see what the final pick is gonna be. The mage is up for grabs. We might see. Okay, it's a Lunox pick coming in to break down that mid lane of Faramis and Digicom there. So guys, let's see what happens here. Interesting lineups coming in. The matchup is sweet. If Midnight Madness win this, they are going to be winning this best of three matchup, and Umbrella Academy are going to be going to the lower bracket. So, guys, let's see which team wins the game. Number one's round two. Sasuke, what do you have to say about the draft, the total draft of both these teams?
Well, I think the Umbrella Academy was going for the a comfort draft, the draft which they shine in the past matchup, which was against a zero-sum game, as you mentioned. But this time, giving them Martis as well as a Leo mode, and also they have Van Van. Well, that might be a pretty bad news for them, in my opinion. Well, let's see how they execute their uh, drafts.
Yep, and this time Digi again going with that claim to support, and yeah, it's gonna be the Kaja on the roam, and Martis is gonna be in the EXP lane with Leo Mod in the jungle. So let's see how this matchup is gonna be arising here. Diggy in the goal lane, trying to set up some bomb traps, perhaps for 1-1.
Meanwhile, in the EXP lane, Mart is dealing too much of damage to the jaw head. He was pretty. He was forced to retreat in his own tower, and now he is freezing his own lane.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Flicker of Diggy was exhausted there. Kaja and Lunox is coming in to help the 1-1 get the farm. All right, so that's going to be another wave clear and rotation coming in again, I guess, from the Lunox and Kaja. Let's see what happens here. They might decide to camp that push or just go for that engage. Diggy does set up two bombs there. That's going to be a damage deal. But the poke coming in from Lunox is quite a lot, and we might see a first blood here. And yeah, that's going to be the first blood coming in from the passive of the Kaja. And Farhamis is going to be taking down that Kaja. It's a roam for a roam trade for now. So let's see what happens ahead.
Well, exactly, and we might see a possible gank coming in the bottom lane. It's a 1v2 situation. Kushan using his ultimate, but Martis will be flickering out of the team fight.
Yep, and the first turtle is gonna be both the team. There's not. It's just 100 goal difference. Nothing to say. Which team is doing better here. But that's gonna be Tiki punished for just going. Param is trying to pull the Leo mod, but it won't be enough to pull him to the turret. But yeah, the turtle is up for grabs. Let's see what happens here as Leo mod is jungling on the top side. Meanwhile, the turtle is out open here. The jungler of Midnight Madness is yet to arrive. So let's see what happens here. But Martis is here giving that early rotation and forcing Team Umbrella Academy to back off.
In terms of object securing, I'm not into much of Kushan Hyper because he don't have the damage to take the objectives. That is the turtle, that is the lord. He needs the damage dealer, that is the marksman or the mage, to deal some of damage so that he can just take down the objectives using his retribution.
Yep, absolutely. And we might see a turtle fight here. Leomord popping off his ultimate, going after the Diggy, just poking him away. And Martis, meanwhile, chunking down the turtle, dealing the damage, helping Venom to secure it faster. And yep, he's going to be securing that. The engage is on. Jawhead going in with that ejector. That's going to be the Faramis Diggy ult. Both the ults pop here. Let's see what happens. Do they get anyone? Nope, they don't get anyone. And meanwhile, that's going to be the counter attack coming in from Midnight Madness. Lunox securing the kill on that Diggy, and the team fight overall is won by Midnight Madness. They get the turtle, they get a kill, and they are going to be backing off.
Well, exactly. And meanwhile, in the gold lane, both of the marksmen are just farming. They are not doing anything, just farming. And I don't know why Clint recall. Maybe his HP was low.
Yep, or maybe the mana. We never know. But right, so Chiki is gonna be here. Okay, that's gonna be Martis lane. The gang coming in from that Gushin. Perhaps a 10 dagger combo. securing the kill on the bot lane. Meanwhile, Leomord is here. Let's see. We might see some engages here. It's a 2v3 for now. The mid lane of Midnight Madness yet to rotate, yet to make their way in the top side. But yeah, let's see what happens as Leomord is going to be camping that bush.
2v4 situation in the top might be good for Midnight Madness, and they might take down the tower. Okay, Leo Modi is gonna use his ultimate.
Yup, that was the Kaja ult coming in as well. The Divine Judgment, just securing the Diggy, forcing him not to be able to do anything there. And he's going to be taken out. And yeah, Gushin just got Genius 1. We might see some damage coming in from the Gushin. But yeah, let's see what happens here as there's 20 seconds remaining for the next turtle. Both the junglers are going to be clearing out their camps, before they go on to this turtle engage again.
Exactly, and we can see the roam is on top side, so it will be pretty hard for this two, that is the EXP and jungler, to go for this turtle.
Yep. But anyways, they are gonna be the ones who are starting the turtle, even though it's a 2v4 situation against their favor. They are not gonna be backing off. That's gonna be the 10 dagger combo coming in from the cushion, but Leomord of escaping that. That's gonna be the Diggy Faramis ult coming in both together. But I don't think it should be done both together. It should be done one after another. Either one works, but not together because you're wasting both the utilities at the same time. Thereby shortening the duration of your team fight, your team's engage. And that's going to be the turtle secured by Midnight Madness, and they are going to be forcing this mid lane tier turret. All right, let's see if they get it. Yep, I don't think there should be any problem in getting that. And they get a tier 1 in the top side as well. So both the tier 1s secured by Midnight Madness, and now they are trying to get that blue buff off the cushion.
Well, when the time they were taking down this turtle, Van secures a kill over the Clint in the top lane, and as well she managed to take down the tier 1 turret in the top.
Yep, absolutely. Meanwhile, Jawhead, given the freedom here to push down that turret, he's going to be winning one turret for his team. Right, and the rotation coming in from the mid lane and the marksman of Midnight Madness. Will they be able to catch the Jawhead? That's going to be the Divine Judgment coming in, and the burst, the beautifully executed gang there, taking out, punishing Jaw for that push.
I think that will be the tower they will be taking out soon. Because there's a 3v1 situation in the bot lane. We can see it right now.
Absolutely, Gushan might be the next target here of Midnight Madness. They are gonna be going in for the bot tier 1 turret. Whoever comes in their way, they have the farm, they have enough farm, to take that fight. And that's gonna be the initiation coming in from Kaza, but Faramis is gonna be pulling him. And the Midnight Madness, they got the turret, they got what they came for, and now they will be backing off.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Martis has already cleared his lane, so he'll be rotating towards the mid lane. Maybe they will be taking down this turtle, which is gonna come in 1 second.
Yep, and all right, 1-1 going in for that poke on the Diggy, just making him half HP and forcing him to back off. But let's see, we might see Midnight Madness going for a team fight here in the mid lane. They all are here, except for the Martis, and that's going to be the engaged, the Divine Judgment coming on. The Faram is being taken out there, and...
Well, I think they can take down this fight just in case if they have this EXP lane as a frontliner, but the Jawhead is going for a tank, damage build instead of a tank.
Yep, I think you're right on that one. Jawhead should be going for a defensive build because all his other teammates are all squishy. Diggy, Faramis, Cushion, Clint. You don't expect them to be the frontline heroes, but let's see what happens here. The Lord fight is on. Leomord is just jungling in his blue buff, and Midnight Madness are just baiting out that Lord, forcing Umbrella Academy to come out, to make some mistakes, to get some pick off before they fully commit on that Lord. So let's see what happens here. And I think they're going to be fully committing on it.
Meanwhile, Jawhead clears the minions in the top lane, and minions might be taking the tower, but they won't get the tower.
Yep, and that's gonna be the level one lot secured by Midnight Madness. And you know, last time we remember when they got the level one lot, they ended the game before even the lot arrived. So let's see if they can pull off a similar feat here, or will things be different? As the engage is on, Lunox going in for the light form there. Forced to retreat 1-1, barely surviving that. That's going to be the Divine Judgment coming in on the Diggy, and that's going to be the Faramis ult popped out to save his teammates. But will it be enough? Because the damage is on from that farmed up Lure mod. And a brilliant throw coming in from the jaw hit, but the damage is just not there to bust in for that. Meanwhile, Gushan being chased there. Gushan barely surviving that as well. And I don't think, we might see what happened in the game one. Probably Umbrella Academy are going to be defending this properly.
Yeah, they might lose some of the towers, but they will be defending it. Well, the second tower in the top lane is been collapsed, as well as in the mid lane.
Yep, and that's going to be the magic sentry used by the Diggy to reveal the positions of Midnight Madness, who might come in for that ambush here as the Lord is being melted. Leomord going in with his ultimate. They are going to be trying to get the turret, the inhibitor turret there, but Lord being taken down. But the enhanced minion is on the way, and they might even get that turret. Let's see what happens here. 1-1 digging in, trying to get a kill, and that's going to be the Winchan pop there. Gushan giving a lot of burst damage, and Apex going in for the Divine Judgment on the Diggy. And Diggy forced to use the ultimate because he was low, and that's going to be the shutdown coming in from that Gushan on the Leo mod, and that's the Ruby DD combo coming in from the Lunox, and Param is going to be popping that ult to save himself, but will it be enough?
Okay, Gushan literally, I think he messed up his ultimate. He could have secured kill over the Martis, but I think he was too afraid of the damage coming in from the Martis at that point of time.
Yep, and they did a good job defending all their inhibitor turrets. I thought at least one inhibitor turret is gonna be falling, especially on the top side. When Lunox just dived in with that Ruby DD combo there, dealing that burst damage. But Faramis was forced to use that ultimate there, and to save his team. But yeah, out of this team fight, I guess the Gushan skill on that Leo mod was the highlighting one. That was a really much needed shutdown there.
Exactly, and we can see they are not forcing it. Instead, they are playing it safe, I would say.
Absolutely. All right, the 5 members of Midnight Madness are here in the bot side. Let's see what happens. Perhaps someone will try. Okay, that's the conceal play coming in, sneaking in. Lunox going in with that light form, and that's going to be the target, the Clint. The conceal play was for the target. They targeted the Clint and they caught him, and that's going to be the inhibitor turret falling down. Leomord forcing everyone away, Kaja as well. And that was a brilliant conceal play executed by Midnight Madness. What an amazing play. And now they are down to 5v4. They can happily just go and take the level 2 Lord.
That was an amazing play. The moment Clint revealed himself in the map, they were just waiting for him to show him in the map, and they grabbed that opportunity very well.
Yep. All right. So the level 2 Lord was easily secured there. Let's see what happens here. Will we see something crazy coming in from Midnight Madness? They'll try to end the game before the Lord comes. Let's see what happens. It's all on the engages and the mistakes Umbrella Academy can make.
The Lord is gonna march towards the enemy base from the bot lane, and we can see the inhibitor from the bot is already being collapsed, so it might be a huge disadvantage for that team.
Yep, and now Midnight Madness knocking the doors is the inhibitor turret. The only inhibitor turret remaining is the top side now, and that's going to be the engage. Diggy Faramis ultimates coming in, but it's not enough as the Ruby DD combo coming in from Lunox, just melting everyone away. And Midnight Madness, they are going to be just locking that crystal there, and they are going to be securing that win. Amazing play coming in from Midnight Madness. That's a 2-4-0 win. They are going to be taking this series, and they are going to be, just dominating the upper brackets here. Meanwhile, Umbrella Academy are going to be making their way to the lower bracket. Sasuke, what do you have to say about this match?
Well, some of the minor mistakes, I would say that the Umbrella Academy, they didn't have a frontliner for themselves. That Jawhead, I was expecting him to frontline, but he instead he went with damage kill items, and that's why That's where the lack of, and it was a pretty uh, what should I say regarding that, the play coming in a systematic way of play coming in from Midnight Madness. They only ganked when Kaja has his ultimate. Rest of the time they were just baiting over them, trying to get enemy, trying to provoke enemy just so that they can make a mistake, and they can take a fight instead of going there. But when
Yep.
the Kaja has his ultimate, they went straight in and head on.
Yep. Perfectly executed play coming in from Midnight Madness. So, guys, stay tuned. This was the game number one of today's matches in the upper bracket. Stay tuned for another exciting matchup coming in. And just hit that like button, subscribe it, and share the stream, guys. We will be bringing you more exciting matches like this. So, guys, the MKE Championship is, of course, sponsored by Genesis Store and co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and our beloved YouTube streamer, Slay Official. So, guys, stay tuned. We will be right back. Thank you very much. I will be signing off for today.
team destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Legendary. The enemy has been slain. Request backup. Your team destroyed a turret. Our turret has been destroyed. Legendary. Killing spree. Shut down. An ally has slain the turtle. Your team destroyed a turret. Launch attack. Legendary.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to MKE Championship Season 4, which is sponsored by Genesis Zentro Store and Slay Official. This is going to be upper bracket matches, and today we have a matchup between Grey Bird and Ping Pong. This is going to be a match 2 of the night. Match 1 was won by DPD. Well, I'm Azizel with my partner Midnight, and we'll be casting this match for y'all.
Hello everyone. So as Azazal already told you, we're having Grey Bird in the blue side and Ping Pong on the red side. So without any further ado, let's begin with the match and let's see who's moving to the next round. This is like a best of 3 match. So whichever team will be going for the win for 2 matches. Let's see. We're seeing the bands over here right now.
Yep, exactly. And talking about the teams, have you ever like had experience with them playing or like saw them playing in any previous matches of your casting Midnight?
Yes, I myself did cast for Grey Bird once, and there was just one match, but they were like they beautifully, won the matches. It was that even that match was like best of 3 match, I would say. So
All right. So, what do you think about them?
well, since both the teams have finally qualified to the round 2, like we see. So right now, I would say let's first check the draft, and then we can understand who's gonna win the match, or maybe like obviously because draft matters the most, I would say.
Yeah, personally, I have experienced ping pong, but not Grey Bird. So yeah, I would say it's gonna be interesting matchup. We don't know how each members are gonna be play. And speaking of members and players, Martis was left open with the bands coming in with Gushan, Faramis, and from the side of ping pong, One and Valentina. Martis was open and was taken by Grey Bird. But on the other side, because One was banned, I don't know why did they went for the first pick of Phobius. But yeah, Leomod was a very doable pick, a viable pick. What do you think about the picks here, Midnight?
Yes, obviously the Leo mod was open, and neither of the deadly hypers, which are obviously been picked these days, Mart is the Leo mod, obviously in the banned list. Whenever we see them, both of them were open, and both the teams have picked. Didn't quite get the Phobius first pick, although we can see over here in the blue team they went for a uh, Esmeralda on the XP lane. So do you think
Yep.
it's a Dyrot incoming on the
That
red side?
Phobius, no, that Phobius is obviously gonna be in the XP lane, and he was instantly countered by that Esmeralda pick as soon as he logged on to the Phobius. And looking at that, we can already see an Atlas pick coming here, followed up by a Diggy ban, which is actually looking quite good for Ping Pong here right now in one side, while they have their Atlas, but also looking bad for them on the XP lane because their Phobius is actually going to be matched up against an Esmeralda.
Yeah, you're quite right. But here we can see like they went for the mage pick as Farsa. They doesn't want the enemies to come in near. And let's see what the blue team picks.
Yep. And talking about picks, we can just see this Farsa pick. I think Farsa is actually pretty good in this meta, but yep, those Martis skills that ultimate of Esmeralda can easily cancel down that airstrike of the feathered airstrike of Farsa. And even Akai was picked with that respect to cancel that Farsa and that Atlas. Akai actually counters both of them, which is actually quite a good pick here coming in from Greybird.
Yes, like Akai can easily counter, like even like you said, the Farsa ultimate, and so is the Atlas ultimate. We can see a Beatrix pick on the red side. It's a ping pong team. So who do you think has a stronger draft right now?
Right now, I would say that both teams have an equally opposed draft as we can see picks and like counter picks coming in from both of the sides. We would see that Phobius actually was picked, which is actually a counter to Martis, and no, just a counter to Martis. I think they're just gonna be weak on that XP lane. Ping Pong is just gonna be weak on that XP lane, but. Yet again, we can see here that picks like Atlas was picked and Farsa was picked, which in response was Akai was picked. Uh, Meta picks coming in from one side and like counters to those meta picks coming in from the one side. So like it's pretty hard to say which one has the upper hand right now.
Okay, so the match is already over here, and let's see what's going on.
Yep, and as the teams are moving on and taking their positions, I would like to talk about that the MKE Championship Season 4 is actually powered by Genesis, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay official YouTuber. And yep, guys, we are here into the land of dawn. All players have reached their positions, their jungles, their lanes, and we can already see a 2 versus 1 formation coming in here onto the lane while they're just waiting for the Beatrix to come out.
And so is Atlas, like, coming in position over here. We can see then coming. Is there going to be a first blood, or they just going to play safe in the gold lane? We can also see Farsa and also the mage from the blue team, the Leo. All of them are focusing in the gold lane, which is actually a very nice, strategy over here. The blue team got the little, and that's all I
Yep.
guess for now.
For now, it's gonna be a stalemate. Both teams are just gonna farm themselves, keep their HPs up, and keep them healthy till the upcoming turtle fight. There ain't gonna be any skirmishes because both of the team players are playing pretty safe and they know what matters.
Yes, but we can still see that both the tanks that like trying to help the they don't want to go away until. Then again, Farsa and the Leo mod is already over here. I guess they're picking up trying to pick up a fight over in the gold lane, I would say.
Yup, while the and the Atlas is actually pretty low, and Martis is gonna go inside there to take a dive and goes in and he uses his ulti, but his ulti was not yet again activated. But yep, it is gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. This time it's gonna be into the favor of Greybird, and the Dakai is also very low, and the Leomor is gonna go ahead and chase him down, and he's also gonna go ahead and chase that clean down while he does not have flicker. He did not have sprint and he already used his second skill. So yeah, it was a perfect opportunity to for the Leo mod to actually retaliate. Hmm.
Yes, like Martis did go in, but I mean he died in the early. That's like a kind of a drawback on their side. Although the mage wasn't there on the first place, like we shouldn't have gone for the fight or like dived
Yeah, we
in
can
like
see
that.
into the mid lane that ultimate has yet again been popped by Martis. That Farsa was already almost survived, but no, that first kill will land on that Farsa taking him down. That Martis was able to take down that kill into the mid lane and yet again was able to stalemate that economy lead that just came in from the side of Ping Pong.
We can see both the teams have assembled in the turtle. Let's see which team gets it finally.
Yeah, ultimate has been popped by Ashmelda, Phobius, and Leomord. The turtle. I did not see who took the turtle, but yeah, we can see that
That's
Phobius is
Leo.
actually pretty deep. He should be able to survive. Looking at the Farsa came in for the backup, and that Atlas was taken down by that Marches. The ultimate was on point, and yep, the ping pong squad is just gonna back up as they have already lost one member. And although the turtle was taken by Leomord, as Midnight said, I think this team fight was kind of equally traded off with more kills going into the favor of Greybird and Ping Pong just getting the objective.
But still, we can see that even though Leomord got the turtle, but still, like Greybird, the blue team, they're still leading in the goal difference a little bit. It's like 300 or something, almost like that.
Yup. Even like here, then we can see the ultimate has been popped onto the Louis. I think she has used that sprint. Yep, she will be using that sprint to actually try and survive from the Farsa. That fact that A strike paired along with that with that passive is actually pretty deadly for any mage with that range coming in from Parsa. And yet again, as we were talking about those trades of, meanwhile, we can see an pretty good engage coming in from the side of Martus here. Yep, he's gonna follow up onto that Atlas and take him down. Yet again, kill goes into the favor of Greybird. They're taking the lead slowly.
Although like it is still leading in the goal difference, I would say like most of the team fights that we have been seeing right now, uh participation of their mage is like a little low. I mean, they are taking up fights when the mage isn't around. I guess that might not like turn their goal lead, vice versa that way. I mean, like it
I
might
would
happen.
say the rotation of mages are on point, even a Louis and that Farsa. The only difference is Farsa has more mobility to be able to go around places pretty quick. And even though Louis does not have that mobility, Martis is able to do that job without her and pretty well. Yet again, we can see that ultimate has been popped by Atlas. He was able to mark that for Louis. Yep, and that feathered airstrike and the Beatrix ultimate paired along with that Atlas combo is gonna take down 2 members from the side of Grey. But yet, this is gonna be a free turtle for the side of Ping Pong. Yep, and with the retribution coming in, I think yep he should be able to take him down. Even though Akai tried to pin him down, this team fight yet again went into the favor of this team fight, I think, went into the favor of Ping Pong.
Surely Greywood wasn't ready for that fight. Like their marksman and their tank wasn't even around when Martis went in for the fight
Yet
there.
again, Farsa has popped their feather the airstrike, and Beatrix was there to follow up on the kill. And yet, they have yet again picked off another kill on the board, and this time the MM. Speaking of it, this is such a back and forth game. At the first half of the game, Martis was the one dominating. Yeah, yet again, the Leo mod with his power spike taking down that Louis under the turret. That Leo mod is getting fed and snowballing really quick.
In the XP lane, if we have a look over here, like even Esmeralda is actually managing pretty well against Phobias there we can see.
Esmeralda can manage pretty well against Phobias because like each time Phobias deals his kills, he's gonna get his shield and that's gonna help Esmeralda. While we are talking about that, in the bottom lane, that clean fell once again is gonna be a 1-3-2 KD for the clean, and yet again the Akai has popped his ult. He's gonna take that Atlas down with him into the tower, but no, it's not gonna be enough to actually pull him inside. But no, the combo from Louis is dealing so much damage, but Atlas will be able to survive, which with little HP. Meanwhile, Martis coming in for the backup. He was able to take down that mid tower pretty sneakily, looking that the team fights were happening onto the bottom lane.
We can see the goal difference has turned like by 1.2k round on the team ping pong side this time, but it's never too late. So let's see what happens. Like both the teams are playing pretty good, I would say, and something that both the teams are doing is taking fight in the goal lane.
Ultimate has been popped by the Farsa, and the Atlas is going to chase him down and using that conceal. But no Esmeralda will be able to survive. And talking about the goal lead, yeah, even though the ping pong has the goal lead, the objective lead is on the side of Greybird. They already have almost two towers. Yep, they have taken down two towers, and the top tower is also already down. All the tier 1 towers are almost down, and yep, there's going to be lead, an objective lead for the side of Greybird. Not looking good for ping pong. They're going to lose that map control.
Yes, but right now they're on the turtle. Do you think ping pong will be able to steal this one?
It all depends on the retributions of both of the teams and where their hypers are placed. Yet again, that ultimate has been popped by Akai, giving that space to Martis to be able to take down that turtle. And yeah, we can see that Clint went in deep for that. And let Atlas is really low. I don't think, and Clint is in a really bad position. Yep, he's gonna be pretty low. And Flicker has been popped by Beatrix, but she did not get the kill. And in the top lane side, we can see even the top lane side has been pushed, I would presume, because, yep, I don't think Leomod can defend it right now.
I would agree to you on that objective part. Like, really, if we see Greybird is focusing more on the objective, even though their goal lead did reduce a bit, about that's 1k only. And over here again, that was a very beautiful stun by Akai. The way he outzoned the team, the ping pong, and how Martis beautifully got the turtle over there. We saw.
Yup, the team plays energy coming in from Greybird is actually a pretty pro tier level, and we can see that an ultimate has been popped by almost three people on the top side of ping pong, and yeah, that synergy coming in from ping pong is also there. They're gonna take that Esmeralda down, and Flicker has been popped by Akai. He was trying to get that Atlas in, but no, that combo coming from Louis was able to deal so much damage, and that Louis will be falling down along with that Atlas. Yep. Even Atlas was trying to survive. He even popped his flicker to actually get out of that Akai's ultimate. And meanwhile, yet again, just as Martis took down the mid tower, even Leomod became sneaky, learning from him and take that mid tower again from the side of Greybird.
Yes, both the teams are right now in like position, and they are playing pretty safe. I would say right now they already know the team red. Their teams died, and like both the teams. If we see Greybird over here, they have managed to actually push all the three lanes. But if we
Yep.
see on the ping pong side, they didn't manage to push the XP. They're on the like you said, the objective part.
Meanwhile, we can see an ultimate, two ultimates being popped on the top lane by the Atlas and that Beatrix, but no, that Esmeralda will be able to survive using the sprint. And yup, it's with so less HP, but it was a good decision to be actually able to like bait out two ultimates from the side of ping pong and still be able to survive. So right now Atlas does not have wealth and the Lord has been spawned. If they try to go in for the Lord, the Grey Bird will have the advantage here. Well, depending on how much synergy they have, how much communication they are doing, if this information gets relayed pretty well, they should be able to take advantage of this situation.
Both the teams are right now waiting in the Lord lane, and they will be going for the Lord right away. I guess, like waiting for the hyper to just come. or just trying to get one of the persons down from either of the team.
Yep, and just coming in and that flicker you being used by that Atlas yet again, a big resource being popped along with that conceal. Huge resources being actually used by that Atlas with no result. This is gonna put Ping Pong in a bad position when they are gonna fight for that Lord.
Yes, like he actually shouldn't have like wasted his flicker as well as also the roam.
Conceal, yep.
Yep, conceal.
Yep, and in an outzone position, and yep, they're just gonna poke each other out, and we can see clearly that Greybird is actually able to like push them inside so well into their own jungle. They're actually gaining more and more map control. That objective lead that Greybird have is actually showing its results right now. Having that mid and ultimate has been popped by the Atlas yet again. No one was caught in it. Martis will not be able to get caught in it because of his second skill CC immunity. So it was a waste, and yet again they are in like huge resource deficit.
I'm really the gray, but we can see again over here they're like putting everyone out of the lord area. The clip
The
can finally take it.
ultimate has been popped by this Phobias, and that Atlas is actually pretty low. They are still trying to contest for the Lord. Yep, but now Greybird will be backing off for now. Right now that Atlas does not have wealth, neither does Leomod have wealth, and neither does Phobias have wealth. This is actually the pretty best situation they can get. We can see a sneaky play coming in from the side of Greybird. They have actually teleported using Louis' ult and used it beautifully to actually bush of it. I think Aka is gonna be the bait here. I know the Lord has been resetted, so they have to force themselves to come out and reveal their positions right now.
They're still taking time. And they did show themselves also. I don't know like what they are actually okay.
Yep, and that damage from Louis coming in was able to actually take down that Beatrix. Meanwhile, Phobius will be falling down from the hands of Martis, and that Atlas is also pretty low. Ultimate Feather Day Strike has been popped by Farsa, but that Esmeralda will be surviving. Leomon is actually trying to force his way through, but no, that CC coming in from Louis and the damage combination from both of them is gonna zone him away, force him away from that fight. And this Lord will go into the hands of Greybird.
That like wipe off the heavy ability of Phobius was actually helped them to get the lord, I would say.
Yep. Right now, we can see the objective lead is actually into the hands of Greybird. Ping Pong is in a really sticky situation. They cannot get anything out of the team fights unless and until they take down that mage. But yet again, getting to her is actually pretty bad idea and pretty hard endeavor because that Akai and that Martis are always there dealing the frontline CC and zoning out for her.
Inhibitors, I would say, right? Like
Yep, they will be able to at least take down the passives of the inhibitor towers, or they might be just able to take down one or two inhibitors if they play this well and they are able to take down some members from the side of Ping Pong.
yes, the goal lead again it turned on the side of Greybird since they actually strategically and also they focused on their objectives, I would say.
Yeah, that bottom lane inhibitor tower will be falling down, and Esmeralda is actually pretty low and in a very bad position. Even the Louis has been caught off guard. Without that Akai, this is not gonna be gone. This is not gonna be well for that Louis, as she ain't gonna be protected by anyone, and that Leo mod is just gonna take advantage of it and take her down.
Yeah, they at least managed to get the bottom lane of the inhibitor turret. Although the two there we can see there are yet four turrets yet left to to be taken down here.
Yep, Greybird was able to take down that bottom lane inhibitor tower, but the Greybird was forced back down with that shutdown coming from Leomord. And Leomord did actually did a pretty good job while by taking that kill. He
Yes, he
forced,
could have
yep,
like
he
managed to
actually
implement.
forced that full Greybird like back off because one of the main damage dealers of your team is actually down.
Yeah, that's right. I guess they're planning for another team fight right now.
Looking at the positioning, Louis is actually trying to use her ult to her fullest, and if she's able to like get into those backline bushes from the onto the side of Ping Pong with like no vision, then a huge team fight could just happen and pop out of nowhere from behind the backs of Team Ping Pong, and this might be the deciding factor. As you can see, yet again she's trying, but no, there were people inside there to check on it, and they will be canceling it out.
Yeah, those areas were already preoccupied because they did guess that Louis might be trying to sneak in like she did earlier.
Yep, and just depending on that, how Louis uses her ult, this also puts a lot of pressure onto the side of Ping Pong. They don't know where this team might just pop out from, so that fear factor is also into play here.
Yes, they're again trying to go to the like try for the Lord or at least contest for it, but like we saw in the previous Lord fight, they did get one of the members down and then they easily took it off with the outzoning capacity of coming in
Yeah,
from
because they know
Greybird.
that. Yeah, because they know that right now the goal difference isn't much. It's just 1K, so they can contest, and they have to contest. They might be able to win as their good goal difference in economy lead isn't much, so the team fight can turn out into like either way. And we can see that Atlas was actually in a pretty deep spot and was like spotted out by Louis, and he was able to successfully survive and escape from here. But looking at it, that combination from Louis and the ultimate coming in from Atlas was able to so well. He was able to take down three people into his combinations, and yep, that Phobius will be wreaking havoc. Yeah, yet again on to that. Martis will be falling down, I will presume. Yep, and even the Desmeralda jumped in without thinking of the consequences, and she will be falling down yet again. This is going to be a 4-for-0 trade. 4-for-1 trade, my bad. And yet again, I think the Ping Pong is going to make a comeback here, and they're going to take the Lord free hand. Might as well take down some turrets.
The tables might turn. We can see that the ping pong is going for the Lord this time. There's no one. Just Akai is left to defend. Obviously, the mid lane. We can see Farsa already there. But like this might be a turn in the game. They can just go and destroy the mid lane turret and try to end it. Though they still
Yep.
have a lot to do, a lot to catch
That
up.
ultimate coming in from Atlas was huge, godlike, and was able to like change the game, flip the tension, flip the whole suspense coming in from the Louis ultimate, coming in from the fear factor from Louis ultimate, and all how all the team fights are gonna turn out. That one ultimate which was able to like take three people inside, just changed everything along with that combination coming in from Phobias doing the cleanup job and the damage from Farsa and Leomord. That team play sync synergy was at its peak for the side of Ping Pong, and it played out to be pretty well for them.
Let's see if Ping Pong will finally manage to turn the tables. But thank you everyone for watching MK Championship Season 4, and this is sponsored by Genesis and co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YT. Let's see, we can see another team fight over here. They will be happening right away. Atlas in
Yep,
position.
and the Lord is actually chipped off pretty well using the damage from the Clean and the Louis, and yet the Lord will be falling off before he even reaches the first inhibitor turret. Meanwhile, even though the Lord is gonna fall down, they have forgotten that each lane is gonna get its own super minions, and they're gonna be able to successfully take this fight. Meanwhile, heavy skin has been popped by the Dakai, and yep, that ultimate coming in from Atlas was yet again was able to take down some people, but no, Esmeralda goes in and takes down that Beatrix, and even that Atlas will be falling down. And Leo Mord has actually just sold his immortality to buy a freeze in a clutch situation to survive, but it ain't gonna work at this point. This is gonna be a 3-for-0 trade into the favor of Grey Bird, and they're gonna be successfully defending this Lord.
Ping Pong did manage to get all the turrets out, although there's like three left. But this time, I guess it was pretty hard on their side.
Yep, and that clutch play coming in from Yusa was pretty well. I was and we can see that Martis is actually pretty low. Yep. While I was talking about the clutch play coming in from that Yusa, the Leo mod, he was on immortality. As soon as his immortality was popped, he sold it in a split second and bought Winter Truncheon to freeze himself as soon as he spawns. That was a very good like hand clutch coming in, but it was to no avail as most of the members were ready for this.
Greybird will be going slow. They will be probably managing to get the third Lord of the game, I presume. But let's see if Ping Pong manages to take this one, they might be actually ending the game.
Yep, and We can see that this is going to be an inhibitor for inhibitor trade. Both of the teams have one of the inhibitors popped on the opposite sides. Greybird has the top inhibitor down, and Ping Pong has the bottom inhibitor down. And yep, the Lord has been evolved, and it will be spawning. This is going to be the 18-minute Lord. This is going to be a super Lord, I would say. And taking this one down is going to be a pretty huge task for both of the teams. And the one who takes this Lord down will might just decide the form of the game, the flow of the game from this point on.
Yeah, they're already in position. Both the teams. Leomord shouldn't just they go in right away. I think they should get people down first, or zone people out.
Right now, team Greybird is actually in the pretty best position, the best position they had. They can just get that lord. They have that whole lord area secured, but they are still hesitant because of that ultimate that Atlas might just pop, even though he has flicker. So yep, one ultimate will be game changing for them. So they just don't want to get spoken out from that. And yep, ultimate has been popped, but no, the clean will be able to survive. Even he used his wind of nature, and that Atlas will be taken down. And Martius comes in from the back and takes down that Beatrix. He has also popped that Winter Truncheon he bought, but no, he will be taken down by that Phobius. Yet ultimate has been popped by Louis, like traveling, making that and themselves like travel to the back of the base, and they're just gonna try to go in for the back door, but no, that Farsa was there, and the damage came in from here was enough to defend that base. And meanwhile, we can see Leomord had popped it out, but no, it was not enough. The damage coming in from Louis was able to zone him out as well.
That was a pretty risky ultimate by Louis, I would say. Like if Pong would have got the Lord. I mean,
Yet again, a risky play coming in from Greybird. Yep, they were trying to go for the Lord there, but they have reset it. Yes, it will be very bad idea for them to try and take the Lord without their jungler here, as that retribution might just decide everything.
they managed to get the bait done properly, right? But the plan of Louis actually, like, she took Clint there to end the base. That didn't work out much, but we can see both the teams have again assembled in the Lord, and they have already started. Maybe that's the bait again on the red team side. It's ping pong.
Yeah, right now, but like huge resources have been already popped by the side of Ping Pong, not Ping Pong, but yeah, Greybird. They have like three of their sprints on cooldown. Meanwhile, only the flicker of Atlas is on cooldown from the side of Ping Pong. The team fight might be dependent on these resources, but we can see that the both of the hypers are actually slugging each other out at the mid lane. With right now, both of them are like they're doing pretty well, but yep, both of their teammates are gonna come and back them up, and yep, the slugging is gonna end here. And we can see that Louis in a position just standing there waiting for whom, I don't know.
You're waiting for the right time to use your ultimate again, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe she might be looking for a chance to go in into the back door yet again, but no, once it is done, Team Ping Pong will be on their toes for that ultimate, and they will be checking every back bush, and they will be keeping every lane cleared, I would
That's
say.
what they're doing. Yes. Like, look at them. Like, they're already like occupying all the bushes possible, like for Louis to cast her ultimate there.
Yep, but we can say that Louis has been ratted out by that Atlas. He's actually pretty low, and ultimate has been popped by Akaya. Ultimate has been popped by the Phobia. Ultimate has been popped by the Farsa, and that Matthews will be taken down by the side of Ping Pong. And yet again, this is going to be a 1-for-0 trade. And that Leomord was actually chasing down that Louis, but no, that Winter Trenches saves her from that death. And Immortality has been popped by the Clean, and Ultimate has been used to bring him back into the side of Ping Pong and take that kill on him. Louis is going for the chase onto that low Atlas, but no, she will be blocked off by Phobius and zoned out by that Farsa. This is going to be a 5-for-2 trade, this time into the favor of Ping Pong, and they are going to force that Lord.
We can see another Lord incoming. Guess this Lord will be taken by Ping Pong.
Yep, that's the most high possibility for them. But like yeah, ultimate or heavy spin has been popped, and ultimate of the Phobius has also been popped. He's trying to zone the members out. Meanwhile, Pasa was able to take down the kill on that Louis. This is going to be a huge take, and the side of Leomord does have the retribution. He might be able to take it yet. He will be taking it down, and the ultimate yet again has been popped by the Atlas. Me taking down the Esmeralda. This is going to be a 3-for-0 trade. This time yet again into the favor of Ping Pong, and one more inhibitor will be taken down into the favor of Ping Pong. Yep, this is not looking good for Greybird. I'm not guessing any ways for them to defend this thing. Yep, they are trying pretty hard to defend that one minion, and Leomord was actually caught in a pretty sticky situation, and he will, in his immortality, will be popped. Meanwhile, he will be escaping pretty well.
Well, that was pretty unnecessary to go in like that, since Leomord already had his ultimate and so did he have his retribution, and the team, the jungler of Greybird, was already down. They could have just, stayed back and defended the turrets or lords from coming.
Yep, a greedy play coming in from Artis took his life, but no, ultimate has been bought by the Atlas, but the car will be taken down. Meanwhile, three of the members from the side of Ping Pong locking onto the base and taking it down. So the first game will be going into the hands of Ping Pong. I would say that yep, both of the team were playing pretty good. They were able to zone each other out, like they were able to hold each other out. They were on a pretty much stalemate position, but no, couple of team fights just decided everything. Those ultimates popped in from the Atlas were on point, and follow up coming from the Mage, that Phobius, and the cleanup coming in from Leo Mod was always on point. Meanwhile, we can see a couple of misplays coming in from the side of Greybird, and that's I think what cost them the match.
Would you agree onto this? Like, that one perfect Atlas ultimate did change a little bit on Team Ping Pong side.
Yep, it changed the flow, it changed the way rhythm the game was going, and I think that broke down the synergy from the side of Greybird. And yep, taking this into that advantage, Ping Pong was able to take their first win home. So the next match is gonna be the match point. Guys, don't go anywhere as we will be starting the match to pretty soon. Teams will be swapping their positions. Greybird will be moving on to the red side, and Ping Pong will be moving on to the blue side. This is match point. If Greybird loses this, it will be a clean sweep into the favor of Ping Pong.
Yes, it's a best of three matches again, guys. Whichever team will be going for the two wins, they'll be going for the next round, basically. So, thank you everyone for watching. And this is MK Championship Season 4, sponsored by Genesis and co sponsored by Zentro Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YT. We'll be back in no time, so don't go anywhere.
Yup, guys, stay tuned and hit the subscribe button and like button and let the YouTube algorithm do the rest and make us famous. Okay, guys, yet again, good evening. Presumably, we're already moving on to the night, and this is going to be the match point between the match between Ping Pong and Greybird. This time, Ping Pong has switched sides, and they're going to be playing onto the blue side, and Greybird is going to moving on. It's going to move on onto the red side, and yep, this is a matchup between these two teams. This is which is powered by Genesis, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official. I'm Azizel with my partner Midnight, and we will be casting this humongous match for you.
Yes, we already saw that Ping Pong turned the tables and won the previous match, but let's see who goes on to the victory this time because this match is going to decide it all. If Greybird manages to win this one, they will be getting to play another match where they have to win again to actually move on to the next round. We can see a Valentina Ban coming in from Ping Pong side, who is right now in the blue team. And we have Greybird, who man Martyrs. They don't want trouble anymore, I guess.
Yep, keeping that Martyrs out of the line of dawn is actually the best choice you can have right now, as Martyrs is actually pretty overpowered and no nerfs have been seen on him yet into the latest patches. But even swinging like that, even Valentina is on the same tier. It does not matter how much less damage she has, until she has that ability to take the ultimate of others. It's gonna be pretty much game changing for the match.
We can see they have banned Atlas and so have they banned Leomord from the red team. We can see the both the deadly picks have been banned, the Martis and the Mule Leomord, which is ongoing right now. We can see a Valentina and Atlas ban. Let's see what's going to be the first pick on the ping pong side.
Yep, and looking at like so many picks are open. Like Faramis is open, Gushan is open, and even Carmilla is actually has moved on into the meta. Yep, Beatrix pick coming in from the side of Ping Pong. I think they're gonna go for the comfort pick yet again, and that's Phobia's pick. First pick
This
coming
time,
in from
yeah.
Greybird. This time from the Greybird, and even Esmeralda. Where is Esmeralda gonna go?
They're like, okay, let's steal your heroes. We won't let you play it anymore. You have ravaged the previous match, so let's play now. They've
I
taken
don't
both the
know
picks.
whether they were trying to steal their own heroes or they just picked that Phobius and picked that Esmeralda so that Phobius would not have any issues in his lane.
Yes. Let's see what's gonna be the second and the third pick. We can see Farsha. Okay, that's some peak again.
Once for one second, I thought like even Ping Pong was trying to do the same thing by like
No.
picking Farsa and Dragon their own pick and counter for that hero.
Yes, even I like I was just confused, but then I realized no, it was their own pick. Farsha, we can see it's been picked again, and in the previous match we saw how nicely she outzoned in the late game. So when her damage was already there.
Yeah, we can see that their Greybird is actually taking advantage that the Phobius is on their side, so they are just gonna take that Phobius, my bad, Paquito onto that arsenal. And yep, as Paquito has lots of that dashes, it's gonna actually help him against that Farsa, that Charisla, and Squishy Beatrix.
Yeah, we can see a Keto Hyper coming in, and they have banned 1-1 and Fanny this time. Okay, let's see what's gonna be the marksman on Team Ping Pong this time. I'm sorry, that's Greybird on the red side this time, right?
Yep, Greybird is on the red side and Ping Pong is on the blue side. And yep, moving on to into the last bans, Fanny ban and one ban. Like Fanny ban is like no surprise. Yep, this tournament has been famous for the Fanny picks and the Fanny bans coming from like almost every match, and even the one. Both of them heroes have been like wrecking havoc onto the map. But so yeah, like them being banned was you can see Kagura picked as a mage from the side of Greybird. I wonder where that Esmeralda or Focus are gonna go. Are they going to be the one
Well, like,
the next feed, or one of them is gonna go to the mage? Yeah, go ahead.
hello, I'm audible.
Yep, you are audible.
Okay,
Go
I'm so sorry
ahead.
there was a technical error. Well, we can see a Clint coming in from the Greybird side this time, and Kagura is like I guess she went for a pretty good pick who can escape from the stunts coming in. I mean, if she uses her skills in the proper time. Well, let's
Yep,
see what happens.
Kagura Veil is actually a counter for squishy heroes like Farsa, that Beatrix. So yeah, depending on the play that she does, it might be able to game. It might be game changing, and yep, them heroes, those Esmeralda is not gonna go either on the XP or on the mage section. Is gonna be the tank for the side of Grey Bird. Well, it's gonna be a new meta, guys. We're gonna see a new match with like unorthodox picks here, and I think we're gonna enjoy it.
They not only like wanted to steal their heroes, they actually wanted to play them in a very different way. Like we can see the
Welcome
Esmeralda
to
tank
Mobile
coming in the room
Legends.
over here.
Yep, and as we are moving on into the land of Dawn Peeps, this is MK Championship Season 4, sponsored by Genesis, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official. Well, as the players are taking the position, I want you all peeps to go ahead and like that video, click the subscribe button, and comment what do you think about these matches.
Yes, we can see both the marksmen are already here. Wait, what? Did you just see the Phobius also in the same lane?
This is actually going out of my mind right now. Is Phobius the Rome? Yep,
Yeah.
Phobius is the Rome. He has brought that dire hit, but I saw the tank emblem on the Esmeralda, so I was pretty confused and was pretty confident that Esmeralda was going to be the Rome for the side of Greybird. But no, that Phobius is going to be the one. But right now we can see that that skirmish which just broke out between Terisla and Esmeralda. Esmeralda was forced down to retreat and recall.
We can see both the teams, the tanks have been like helping the marksmen right from the start, and the mage already in position from the ping pong side.
Yep, and the skirmish was almost broken down here, but no, there isn't going to be any engage coming in right now. But yep, Ted Kagura diving in to deal that little bit of CC and try and steal that gold crab from Bane, but will not be able to be like successfully do that. But yep, Clint is actually pretty low here. Right now, the turtle is going to spawn in second in the top lane. We can see the first bird coming in from Paquito. He was able to take down that Terizla, and even the Esmeralda is also pretty low. That first blood, and yet again, Grok was able to take down that MM and also fell down in the process, while Phobius was also taken down.
Both the lanes, if we can see that the first attempt was on the ping pong side, right? Now in the turtle, let's see which team is gonna get it.
Yup, and even though like the both of the teams, the scores are almost the same, the goal difference ain't. The goal difference is like almost a K into the favor of ping pong. And into the turtle side, we can see an engage coming in onto that Ferrisla. Yep, he'll be falling down yet again. This is going to be a free turtle for that Paquito, as every other member is going to be zoned out by the Esmeralda.
Yeah, like I would say he shouldn't have gone there because even the ping pongs, the hyper was in the bot lane. I don't think they were actually planned to take this turtle at all.
Yeah, and talking about that, I think we missed a team fight coming in here. Kagura was able to take down 2 kills, and this actually made the goal difference shift into the favor of Grey Bird. That team fight and the turtle being taken down.
Another team fight coming in the goal lane. We can see it all in position, but nah, Kagura did retreat this time.
Yep, they will be backing down. They will be like successfully be able to sniff out that danger lurking in the bushes. As Phobius is actually using his second skill pretty neatly and cleverly to actually sniff out bushes and get some vision inside it.
The way Teresa is actually managing that on Esmeralda is pretty good, I would say. Look at that.
Into the top lane, we can
Uh,
see an engage coming in from that Esmeralda and that Kagura. That was a pretty neat flame shot and combos coming in from Kagura to take down the Tresla. Tresla is going to be 0-3-0, which is not looking good for his team.
we can see that Greybird is equally focusing on the XP lane this time also, along with the gold.
A flicker ultimate has been popped by the Grog, taking one member into that CC chain. But no, Phobius also popped his ultimate down and he was able to force down 1 kill, no 2 kill. Even the Beatrix will be falling down. This is going to be a good trade into the favor of Greybird, and they will be able to even successfully defend that tower as well.
You can see a 3k goal difference, right? Now it's okay, 2k right now. A goal difference on Team Greybird side. Will this match Greybird actually manage to win it? And will they be able to play one more match where the fate will be decided on their side or not?
It is still too early to say because depending on the compositions, the Bane is late game Farsa, and we can see an engage coming in from from the Paquito onto that Farsa, but no, she will be able to survive while using that Purify.
Probably Team Ping Pong will be going for this turtle because yeah, we can already see Bane in position over here.
Yeah, and that retribution is already available for that Bane, and the Paquito does not has his retribution, but it still depends on the set and the place of the players. Yeah, but Kagura had made a very neat ultimate coming in, and she was able to take that Bane into chain CC down with no backup coming in, and that kill will be taken down into the account of Grey, but then they will be gaining yet another objective and another kill into their pockets.
That was nice ultimate by Kagura, I would say. Like she actually helped and managed the turtle on Team Greybird side because by then Paquito didn't have his retribution.
Absolutely. That Bane was actually pretty alone onto that turtle, even though they might have known that Pakita did not have retribution, but nope, no one came to back him up onto the turtle. I think that was a blunder coming in from the side of Ping Pong, and that costed him their turtle and their jungler.
Yes, another team fight coming from the Team Greybird since they're already leading on the gold and they right now know that they can manage to take the team fight here. They are pretty confident, it seems.
Yup, and as we were talking about which team might just take the win back home, if the other team has any chance or not, but I cannot say right now because apart from if the goal difference isn't more higher than like 15k or 10k, we can see that the late game composition from the side of Ping Pong is actually pretty neat and good, like that Grok, that Bane, that Beatrix, and even that Farsa.
Yeah, but then again, like Clint, there's a Clint who can actually, wipe everyone off.
Yeah, but the damage coming in from Farsa will be enough to take down that Clint before he even reaches him if played well. But no, that Farsa will be always be marked by that Kagura, it would seem.
Hmm.
And yet another team fight has been broken out. The Phobios was able to dive down and take two kills, and that Kagura did the follow-up job and take one more kill on it. And that initiation was actually did by that Paquito. He just went in and took all the CC and damage, and it actually turned out to be a good team fight into the favor of Team Greybird.
Esmeralda is being a real bully on the XP lane, we can see. And they already managed to get the turrets this time too. The Greybirds, they are actually right now again focusing on the strategy, their objectives that they need to follow, like they did in the previous match.
Yup, looking at the team fights that are happening here, and they are going into the favor of Graber. I think we might be up for a third match, guys. Just stay tuned. And remember, this is MKE Championship Season 4, sponsored by Genesis, co-sponsored by Zentro Store, Zentro Store, and Slow Fishing. The third turtle has been taken down by the Pachito, and the Rasmelda was able to take down that kill on Beatrix, and that flame shot coming in from that Kagura actually connected and took down a player, and yet Phobius will be able to go down into the far side and take her down as well. This is going to be a 4-for-0 trade into the favor of Greybird, and yep, they are going to force into that mid lane and take at least two towers down.
The pretty neat turtles, and right now they're like, getting all the turrets as well, we can see. But there might be a turnover, like we said, they have pretty late game heroes on ping pong side, so let's
Yep,
see.
Astro is only good with twists and twerks coming in everywhere, but yep, we are all rooting for the underdogs here. I don't know who the underdog here is, but right now I think it's the losing team for the ping pong who are in the deficit. But yep, seeing a comeback coming in from them might be a pretty good entertainment for the guys sitting in into the YouTube.
Right now they are like, we can see most of the people in the XP lane, are they planning to push it or getting the Esmeralda out? Because that, I don't think it's gonna work. Esmeralda's already, oh, she has a sprint use, by the way.
Right now, I would say that the Phobius Rome is actually working out so nicely. He already has 7 kills in his pocket, and yep, he does not die. He takes on, he has the damage, and he's getting the job done. I think the draft of Greybird, which seems so unorthodox, is actually working very neatly right now.
they did manage to, like confuse everybody, and right now they are also in the lead of 17 kills, I
Meanwhile, into the
guess.
bottom lane, we can see an engage coming in onto the Terizla. Yep, that clean will be able to take down that kill onto that Terizla while he was caught into that combo, vicious combo from that Phobius, from that Paquito, my bad. And yet again, here that Phobius will be shut down by that Beatrix. He was caught in a really bad position, and that the Kagura goes in for that neat combo yet again onto that Farsa. She is really marking that Farsa for her life.
Farsa, like she can actually, keep everyone out of the range, but then I don't think she will be able to do that as long as Kagura keeps aiming her that way.
Yeah, but I don't think that Terizla pick was a good pick, good option. But like that Farsa cannot do anything as long as that Kagura is on the map. The only job she's doing is just keeping Farsa out of the team fights, and that alone is giving Team Greybird such a huge advantage into the like upcoming follow up fights.
And if we look at the draft, I don't think there is pretty much anybody who will go into the back line of Team Greybird and get that Kagura down, I would say.
Yep, they have a front line, they have a back line, just they're just dealing damage. They don't have any assassin to actually go for it. So yeah, you're pretty right. The choice actually has popped result. He is pretty low. Yep, he'll be falling down. Meanwhile, that ultimate coming and that very neat ultimate coming from that Grog was able to take down two members, but no, that Kagura will be taking legendary and two kills. And yep, it's gonna be just a three for three trade, two for three trade, I would say, but with a difference of one member into the favor of Team Greybird. And that Farsa will be going down by the damage of Clint and that beautiful flame shot coming in from that Kagura.
Like that, like we said, like Kagura didn't allow Farsa to like just go away like that. She knows that it's her target. It's Farsa. Like she needs to get her down either way.
Yep. As long as that Farsa is on the map, they know that anything might take a turn for the worse. So yep, their only job, Kagura's only job here is to just keep that Farsa in check. And yep, that Kagura is doing it pretty nicely, I would say.
Yes. Will they be able to manage to end the game right away? Since
I don't
minis
think
have been coming.
so. Yep, I don't think so. Cause yep, they have the Bane, which ultimate whose ultimate is like pretty powerful, and they even have the Turret's passive to actually help them clear the minions. And looking at that Beatrix, her ultimates of that rocket launcher and as well as the SMG will be very helpful into this clearing these waves pretty neatly. And I don't think they're gonna let any of their inhibitors fall so easily.
If Farsa manages to, be safe from that Kagura, and with her lightning punch
Ah, that
already being
ultimate
safe,
was popped. Just that one stage ultimate getting popped from the Kagura was able to take down that Farsa. The damage is insane.
yeah, that is what, like, she needs to be safe and a pretty good distance from her. But then we can see she didn't manage to do that all along in the match.
I would say she was at a pretty good distance, but that ultimate just scraped her and she's dead. Meanwhile, there's a huge team fight falling in down into the mid tier, mid inhibitor tower of the ping pong. Yep, no casualties yet, but like, yep, no ultimates have been yet again popped by the side of Greybird, and Kagura goes in for the ultimate. She is actually caught into a really bad position. Yep, she'll be taken down by the Farsa. This is going to be a revenge from that Farsa. Her first like take down onto that Kagura is actually pretty successful, and yeah, but the ping pong is gonna make use of this fall and move on to like take more kills and more pieces on the board.
Yes, that was like pretty nice revenge. Like you said on Farsa's side, she finally took a shutdown on Kagura. Well, that might turn the match a little if she keeps on playing that way, since she's already on like suspension, like I said earlier. And this time, let's say they're going for the Lord because it is already
Yeah, the
lost
damage
one.
coming from Pasha is also unreal. The ultimate really bad position. Yeah, those two will do. People will be falling down from the damage from the Nibiru of that Beatrix. Kagura has spawned right now, and even the Lord has been spawned. I think they are in a pretty good position to take the Lord as long as they don't get caught into that vicious ultimate damage combo of that Paquito and Kagura actually hiding onto that top lane.
Well, Paquito also has his retribution, so they need to keep him on check.
The ultimate has been used by the Kagura. I think this is going to be make sure that Farsa stays there as she does not has ultimate to take him down. But yet again, that Paquito actually went in deep to take that kill onto that Grok, and he was successful in doing so. But they exchange it and traded it for that lord. I think this is going to be a one trade for that lord, but this is going to be a successful takeaway for the side of ping pong. Yep, there is some hope remaining for ping pong if they are actually able to move on ahead with that lord.
With Kagura wasting her ultimate just like that, that gave Parsa a upper hand, I would say, where she actually, nicely zoned the other members out of the Lord area. And thank you everyone for watching. Let's see who wins this match. You're here in the MK Championship Season 4, sponsored by Genesis and co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YT. Let's see, will there be a turnover from Team Ping Pong side this match, also like they did in the earlier match?
Yep, show some love, guys, and subscribe to the channel and like the video, and let us just run wild onto the YouTube algorithm for to have as many engagements as possible. But looking on, this is going to be a 12-minute enhanced lord. Kagura is in a really bad position. That Grok is pretty well, but no, they'll be too late to actually cast their skills to stop her from recalling. She just casually recalled from in between three people. And that Bane and all the members of Ping Pong are actually spread it out, leaving that Lord open to be like taken from the side of Greybird just to trade it for like other towers. Ultimate has been popped by Esmeralda and that Phobius. Yep, Beatrix is gonna fall down into the hands of the Phobius, and it's gonna be a 1-for-0 trade. Uh, yeah, but the Grok is also pretty low. This is actually looking not pretty good for the side of Ping Pong. But like, yeah, pretty low. The Terrorist Ultimate was on point, very neat, but no backup coming in from the side of Ping Pong. And yet again, this team fight yet again shifted into the favor of Grey Bird.
The goal difference being not much, Greybird is still leading, and Ping Pong did manage to, try.
Yeah, and Esmeralda is actually caught in a very sticky situation. She was forced to use that spin to run for life. Ultimate has been popped by the Kagura, but she was not able to take down anyone. Yep, they have grown like wary of that Kagura, and they are not getting caught in her combos that much now. And I think this is a pretty good thing for Ping Pong. They might be able to like move freely around the map and do more things.
We can see that Ping Pong is giving a very competitive fight against Greybird over here right now. But then, like Kagura, she is still not leaving a chance aiming that Farsa, I would say. Let's see what
Yep,
happens.
she's out for blood for that Farsa. I think after the match, Nemesis is gonna ask that Mad Mass, bro, what did I do you wrong?
Yeah, they are planning on going for the second Lord,
Yeah,
right?
the Lord is gonna spawn in just like 20 seconds. This is gonna be 16-minute Lord. So yet again, it's just gonna be enhanced, not super enhanced. Super enhanced Lord is gonna come at 18 minutes. So depends on the team whether they are just gonna let it cook to 18 minutes or they're just gonna go ahead and take it now.
But we can already see both the teams are in position right now, but they just want to, get off each other down a little.
Yeah, meanwhile, seeing that Paquito is actually under the top lane, Team Ping Pong is actually forcing the Lord here, having trust onto that Retribution, onto that Bane, but the ultimate has been popped by that Kagura, marking that Bane down. Yep, the Bane will be falling down from the damage of Clint. Even though that jungler was not here, this team fight went into the favor of Greybird, taking down like 2 members for 0. Yet again, I think even this Lord is gonna go into the hands of Greybird for free almost.
That team fight with their Bane down, it was a free Lord and Greybird side. This time, they might just end the match, or like if they take the minions from all three sides.
Meanwhile, a blunder coming in from the Farsa. She was like too out in the open to use her health, and Paquitos left that chance, left no lineage to that chance, and actually took her down. Yet again, there's going to be a 4 versus 5 situation into here with the Lord marching down to the mid lane and the inhibitor already falling down. This might be game over if they do not play their cards well.
Partha should have been alive, to cast her ultimate there, like to keep away the enemies from the base and in check. But then she died.
Ultimate coming in from the Kagura was actually able to zone out pretty well and actually even was able to take down that Grog. But Bane has used his ult. The damage from the Bane was enough to take down a member from the side of Grave. But yep, this one might be a successful defense. Yes, the Bane was able to go down for 2 kills here, and this is going to be 3-for-1 trade into the favor of Ping Pong now, and they're going to give it a chase, and they know that this is the chance they're going to get once in a lifetime chance for the match that they're going to get to actually turn the whole thing around.
even without Farsa being there, the Bane's ultimate that dealt so much heavy damage that they managed to get in everyone in check. And
Yup, and they are gonna force down that mid lane tower to actually get down into that inhibitor and crack it open, as they know that Esmeralda and Phobius do not have that much lane clear ability and they might just not be able to defend. Ultimate has been popped by the Tracer, forcing that damage. The damage coming in from Bane is enough to take down the Esmeralda, and yes, the follow up coming in from the and the ultimate has been popped by the Grog using Flicker, and yep, even Clint is caught in a pretty bad spot with that brawl in the right place, and ultimate comes in from the Kagura, and she was able to take down two kills so easily. But Bane actually punishing her for going in, but no, Phobius was able to take down a member, and here Tesla was also caught down in a very bad position. This is actually looking pretty bad for Ping Pong yet again. They got caught up in the same cycle, the same combination of Kagura yet again.
this time, I guess if Bane doesn't isn't able to defend the base, they might just have to end the match because he's already used his ultimate. I would say right now, right?
Yeah, meanwhile, two lanes are marching down on towards Bane. I think he's the only one who needs to defend this. He does have his retribution, he needs to use it. And he pops his ultimate and he's taken down that Phobius. But no, the two members are in the bottom lane are actually down onto that base. They are targeting it and they are gonna take that win home. Graber is gonna get this win, and yes, guys, we are gonna see a match number three, the real tiebreaker between these two teams, and this gonna be the deciding factor of the game. This time, Greybird gave their all, and they showed that their unorthodox picks and their mastery of their heroes actually goes pretty well.
Something we'd noticed in both the matches is that the stronghold over the objective part on Graver's side, did show it in the first match and also in the second match. Although they didn't manage to win the first one, second one they did prove themselves. And all we need to do is win the third match to move on to victory. And so does Team Ping Pong needs to win the third match. Whichever team will move in the third match, win in the third match. I mean, we're moving on to the next round. So thank you everyone for watching us on MK Championship Season 4. And this is sponsored by Genesis and co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YT. So thank you everyone for watching. Let's wait and for the last match, I would say, of the day. Let's see who's gonna win. And do comment down
Yep,
what you guys think about it.
we're gonna take a short 1 minute break. Do not go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. We're just gonna take a 1 minute short break, and just like that, hit the like button and subscribe button, and stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back into the MK Championship Season 4, into this very great match between Greybird and Ping Pong as the deciding match of the series. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MK Championship Season 4. This is the deciding match between Greybird and Ping Pong, the third match between these two teams. And what do you think? I'm here. I'm Azazel with my partners, Manav and Sasuke. Yep, guys, this is going to be a three-man cast game, especially for real tonight. So, Manav, what do you think? Have you seen the previous matches, and what do you think about those two matches? How was the experience for you?
Sorry to say, but I haven't watched the last two matches. But I have heard the matches were incredible, and both the teams are head to head going in this third game. So this will be exciting, and we have three casters today for especially for this match. So this will be interesting.
Yep. So Sasuke, have you seen those two fights? Like those two matches before this match?
Well, not exactly, but there are rumors going on. Like this game is pretty. I mean, these two teams they are fighting pretty insanely, and that's what the hype is all about. And I'm pretty excited to see this last game. Like who might be taking the victory and be going on to the further upper brackets.
Yep. And before we move on, let me fill you up on this. That the first game was won by Ping Pong, and they did it by with a little, what do we say, a little lead. And the second game was actually won by Greybird with like them showcasing their huge control and like pick off abilities. And this is the third game, which is going to be the deciding factor for the winner of this series. Well, what do you think about the bans coming in from the side of Greybirds, Manav?
The ban coming in from side of a Greybird is quite reasonable because we know the Leo mod has been buffed up, but and the Phoebus is also a quite reasonable ban if they are going for some um, pre I mean already prepared strategy. But meanwhile, Team Ping Pong has kept open that Martis. We saw the Martis yesterday directly have a call over the map. So this will be interesting.
Yep. And what do you think about those bans coming in from the side of Ping Pong, Sasuke, and those picks?
Well, according to the bands, if we talk about the bands, that is the Valentina and Van Van. These two are pretty, flex pick. Like we know, Valentina is pretty handy stealing the enemy's ultimate and using in their team, take the having an advantage over here. And as we talk of the Van Van, yeah, she is pretty good in the gold lane meta if we talk about it. And the Farsha and Beatrix, I think Farsha is pretty good as well. She has the high range mobility, she has the zoning skill ability, and also her passive, I mean the fourth skill, that is the bird skill. She can just run away if anyone is gonna chase him.
Yep.
So that is a pretty good mage pick according to me. As for the Beatrix, yeah.
And a very fun fact coming in that whoever had the phobias in the first two matches actually took the win home. In the first match, Ping Pong had the phobias and they were able to dominate and win that game. And in the second match, phobias was used as roam by Greybird, and yep, they did splendidly use it and were able to take that win back home. So yep, the phobias ban here coming in might just open up new doors of possibilities for this match. Well, what do you think about the two picks coming in from the side of Greybird and that Atlas pick, along with that Diggy Band coming in from the side of Ping Pong, Manap?
I guess the side of Team Ping Pong were ready for that Atlas pick. They instantly decided to take off that counter as a Diggy in the ban. But meanwhile, from the side of Greybird, the Kufra pick is quite okay, I'd say. But the Rot pick coming in before the enemy XP laner was showed, it's quite
Yeah,
I
but you're
mean,
saying right because like Dirot is mostly a counter pick used for against like tanky heroes like Fredrin or Esmeralda. Yep, that Dirot pick quite early was kind of a hiccup for us. But yeah, we can even see that Fanny Band coming in from the side of Greybird. Yep, even the Fanny isn't like wanted to be seen on this map. And what do you think about that Dragon pick and those two picks coming in from the side of Greybird, Sasuke?
Well, I think if I'm not wrong, that red team is a ping pong. Am I right?
Yep, red team is ping pong and blue team
Yeah.
is
So Azriel, that is the dragon who has he is pretty confident over here, and we have seen most of the time he's picking that Yu Zhong, and that's why team Greybird just foresee it and they went for the Deroth, seeing that Azriel might pick dragon once again for the final draft.
I see some research has been done here from the side of Greybird, but yep, we can see again that Greybird has picked that Kagura. That Kagura was actually pretty much menacing in the last match and was a deciding factor, I would say, dare say, for that match. And yep, that Kagura yet again here is gonna be pretty huge for that Farsa. She might not be able to do anything yet again, but it all depends on the plays of the game. Well, what do you think on this, Manav?
I mean, both the teams have quite good drafts, I'd say. But I guess Team Greybird Greybird lack a bit of.
I mean, whenever it tries to give a set of three-man ultimate or something like that, Martes will be there just to zone him off, and the amount of damage he's dealing in the hyper is just devastating. He'll just take him out in so. And if this Martis goes on snowball in early game, then it will be too hard for Ping Pong to catch him up.
Yup, like it all depends on that early snowball. But yeah, as we were talking about, ping pong is heavily dependent on the CC, that Atlas, that Leo mode, that dragon, and yeah, the damage of Benedetta and that tooth for eye. But yet again, a pause coming in from that Benedetta. I think even this is a strategic pause. I might be some technical issues. We are trying to take a look into this. We will be keeping you updated if this is anything other than a strategic pause. So yep, I think we have a few more minutes to talk about those picks. Well, even though Benedetta was buffed, her damage is insane. What do you think on that, Manav?
Uh, the Benedetta pick was, I would say, quite.
Like
Like
yeah,
I said, Kufra
she
because
has a lot of damage, a
there are
mobility, and the second skill, an eye for an eye. It's pretty well life saving, makes her invincible, immune to all CC skills, and even deals like counter CC to enemy. And looking at the pick of Greybird, they have like Martis and Kofra, which Benedetta can be used to part against pretty well. Well, do you think that this player Yusa will be able to pull that thing off?
I mean, we haven't seen Yusa play this Benedetta. I don't think I have seen him play this Benedetta, but let's expect he plays well, and we see some like great plays from him.
Yep. Well, I don't. I think we are running out of we're running out of like words to speak from this film. This like back-to-back pauses and so early into the match. Well, we are yet again. I think we're gonna be moving on into the MK Championship match 3 between Greybird and Ping Pong. And yeah, for right now, peeps, go ahead and like that video, click that like button, click the subscribe button, comment down about the things you are experiencing here in the match, looking at, and yep, show some love, guys. Well, Sasuke, what do you think this match might turn out for us?
Well, as for this pause issue which have been asked by the ping pong, I think they might be struggling for their technical issues, which I might highlight. Like some of the members might having a high ping issues, which is currently a major issues in the lobby host if you are hosting a rank. Well, I do personally face it, but let's continue with the match.
Yep, and moving on into the top lane, we can see that Beatrix was in a skirmish. Even in the bottom lane, the skirmish has been started, and the Deroth is actually faring pretty well against that dragon and moving him out, forcing him out into his own turret, Manab.
Yes, the Derot pick was actually pre-calculated from the side of
In the top lane, we can see that ultimate has been popped by Benedetta. Yup, that Nathan will be able to survive. Even that the Kofra is also caught in a pretty huge space. Yup, he will not be able to survive as he does not has his flicker. Well, that was the first blow taken out by the side of Ping Pong Sasuke.
Yeah, definitely. Was not caught in that team fight. Well, I was pretty excited to watch this how Yu Zhang plays against this Tirod. But yeah, after securing a kill like that was, I think, a pretty what do you say, a wrong position from this Kufra, I guess.
But like I think to notice that the economy lead, even though Ping Pong has the first blood, the economy lead is in the hands of Grey Bird. What do you think about that, Manav? How did that happen?
I guess that happened on the bottom side because we see the tier 1 turret has the gold from the tier 1 turret has been chunked out by the Diroth.
Yeah,
Right
meanwhile,
now
you
we
can
are
see an
going to
ultimate
see a
has been
spike
popped
from
by
the
that dragon, and yep, Petrify was used and he was taken down. Even the Farsa was able to take down that turtle and even a kill onto that, a double kill. And yes, this fight yet again went in the favor of Ping Pong. They even got the turtle and even got 2 kills for like 0 deaths here. And yes, the first team fight, a major team fight of the map, went into the favor of Ping Pong yet again, Sasuke.
That was a no fascinating ultimate coming in from Atlas at the point, and Martis will be cutting off in that ultimate. Fasha is dealing a lot of damage at this point of time in the early phases. Meanwhile, Kagura, I think she might need some items. Well, none of them have items at this point. Yeah, it's a pretty early phase. And meanwhile, in the bot lane, Yuzhong, I think that was Kagura securing a kill on Yuzhong. I don't know how she died though. Okay, she's not died, but Kufra died.
Yep, Kufra was caught into that third skill of Yuzhong and was forced to take that tower damage, which resulted in his elimination. Well, we can see the team members are moving on into the top side of the game. On to you, Manav.
Yes, on the top side, we might see a gank on that Nathan from the Benedetta, the Atlas. The Atlas goes in with his ult, but the Purify has been used by the Nathan to escape. But Benedetta will secure the kill on the Nathan, but the Kufra with a beautiful engage on that Benedetta to get the revenge kill.
Yup, like Benedetta was actually picked after the Kufra pick, so I don't think that was a good option here. But yep, Kufra just splendidly countered and used his first skill very well to lock on to that Benedetta, and yep, did not let her escape that tower range and attack. And yep, she had died into that top tower for like being in a pretty bad position, and like the turtle is gonna spawn in like 3 seconds. And yet again, I think Greybird are in a very good position, first one to actually reach the turtle area and go ahead and start it, I guess. Well, Manab, what do you think, who's gonna go in and take that turtle into that favor this time?
The turtle has been started by Team Ping Pong, but we can see the rotation is coming in from the side of Grey Bird. But the rod goes in, but I guess Team Ping Pong are successful in taking that uh, turtle. But the
Yep, it's
Beatrix
gonna
has
be
been
a
taken down.
Yep, it's going to be a
Uh,
2 for 0 trade, and ultimate has been popped by the Atlas. And yep, this is going to be the Kufra also being taken down. This is going to be a 3 for 1 trade, and this is going to be going to the favor into the ping pong. The Nathan was actually able to like split push onto the top side and take that tower down. The objective wise, Greybird has the first tower, and kill wise, ping pong has a better score. What do you think, Sasuke?
Well, definitely in like Nathan just took the first tower, but within a moment he did manage to get a kill on Beatrix at that point, and meanwhile she was dead. He uh, securely managed that tower. Meanwhile, Ping Pong had their turtle.
Yep, and uh, yeah, looking onto the difference, the goal difference is like almost 2k, and the objective is like onto the side of Greybird, which well, into the mid lane, we can see that Benedetta was actually trying to split push, but yet she will be surviving pretty much nicely here. And Mana, what do you think? Who has a better lead here, onto the economy side or onto the objective side? Well, never mind that. We can see an engage coming in from here. The Death was actually able to take down that Atlas also, and Death will be falling down onto the hands of Beatrix. This is going to be a 2 for 1 trade. I mean that Beatrix will be falling down from that Kagura. Yep, splendid combos coming in very smooth from that Kagura, and Martius is actually chasing down that Farsa. This is going to be a 3 for 2 trade. This time into the favor of Grey Bird, Sasuke.
Yeah, definitely. Like the team fight was started by the flicker ult on ultimate by this Atlas, which they managed to take down this Kufra. But again, the team support coming in by the Grey Bird, which was on time, and they did come back in that particular team fight. And right now we can see the turtle is up, and we might see a contest between the turtles.
Yep, and engage coming in onto that Kagura by the Atlas. Yep, she will be slowed down and killed by that Beatrix. Meanwhile, Kufra has long on to that Farsa. He was able to deal that CC to her. Meanwhile, Mari is going in for the follow up. Yep, even that Kufra is also in a pretty bad position, but no one will be able to follow up. Martis is also in a pretty bad position, going in for the Beatrix. He was able to successfully take her down, but he will also be falling down into the hands of Benedetta. But yeah, even the Diroth is here, and the Petrify has been popped by the dragon. He will be able to like unleash his like passive, but no, Diroth is actually trying to survive here, and that Kufra goes in for the backup. They might be able to take down the dragon. Yep, dragon will be falling down, but an outplay coming in from that hyper kid playing on that Diroth here. What do you think, Manav? Which team had the better upper hand here, either the objective wise or the kill wise?
I guess both teams were head to head here because none of the objectives were actually taken here. The turtle was not taken, and we can see the Lord is up on that
Actually, the
Ivory Tower.
mid tower fell down by the hands of Nathan while everyone was engaged in that fight.
Yes, the Nathan is taking those turrets smartly. We saw him getting the split push on the top, and right now we saw him get that mid tower very smartly.
Yep, and we can see dead bush, not a dead bush, but yeah, people hiding in the bush and waiting for the. Yep, and ultimate has been popped by the Atlas, taking that Martis into here. But no, Martis actually goes in for the counter gang and goes in for the Sparsa, but was not able to take her down. And Atlas will be falling down from the damage of that Nathan. Beatrix will also be able to take down that Martis, which dived in too deep. And this is going to be a 1-for-1 trade for now. And this is going to be a roam for a jungler trade, which is not good for the side of Greybird, and Ping Pong might just have an advantage here, Manav.
Yes, but the fights, this match is going on very high octane intensity. We can see the fights going on continuous. We can't even have a take a breath. Then we can, but we can just see fights are going on everywhere.
Yeah, that's why like we
Meanwhile,
have three casters here, and yep, moving on into ahead, like the both teams are going for the contest onto the Lord. Even though the Martis was had just respawned, his team actually cooked the Lord for him and like baited it out into here. And that Martis is actually going in for the kill. Yep, he was able to successfully take down the Atlas down, and the rest of the team for the Ping Pong will be backing off as they see their roamer being taken down so easily. Well, the flow of things has shifted like so drastically in these couple of minutes, Sasuke.
Yeah, in spite of having a Beatrix and Kufra, sorry, Beatrix and Dragon Yuzhong, but yeah, we can see a team fight going on, and that will be a marksman falling down in for the side of Team Ping Pong. I thought that this Benedetta would be a great hyper against a Martis. For as an instance, we speak like in earlier season, people used to pick this Benedetta in front of Martis just to counter, and right now we can see they are going for another team fight. Martis is gonna secure a kill again on this Benedetta.
Yep, and into the top lane, we can see the Direct was trying to force that tower, but no, Farsa and Dragon were there to defend it. And into the bottom lane, we can see the Lord has marched down already to the inhibitor, and yep, or more than half of the HP of the inhibitor. They will be taking care of the Lord pretty well, and the Martyrs will be able to take down another tower into the mid lane. Meanwhile, as the Lord pushes on to the top lane, and the bottom lane is also pushed there. Minions are attacking that tower. They might be able to defend it. Yep, as long as Nathan doesn't lock onto it. Well, Mana, what do you think now? Even though Greybird has clearly taken the lead here from Ping Pong, which was not the issue earlier on.
I guess that Kufra pick is causing trouble on that Benedetta. We saw the Kufra catching off that Benedetta in many team fights and skirmishes, which is like appearing as an issue for the side of Ping Pong. The Benedetta not being able to deal much damage in the team fights and all. But we can see a team fight is going on. The Atlas with the beautiful catching 3 members from the side of Greybird.
Yeah,
and
even
the Feather Dash Strike securing 2
here.
kills, and Yuzhong will secure the 3rd kill on the Kufra.
Yeah, this is going to be a 3-for-0 trade, this time into the favor of Ping Pong. Yeah, they are trying to take their lead down here. As soon as they clear the waves, I think they're going to go for like yet another push, as the Lord has still 50 seconds to spawn on to you, Sasuke.
That was a beautiful team fight coming in. The moment that Atlas used his Flicker ultimate, Feather Strike was being popped out pretty wonderfully by the Fasha, securing the double kill. And yeah, they right now they are pressuring all of their lanes, all of the three lanes, trying to pressure them. Meanwhile, the turtle, I mean, yeah, the Lord is up, and that is a 12 minutes Lord, and we can see, oh, that is a pretty good damage coming in from Kagura, and she will be managed to take down that Yushang pretty easily.
Yeah, but yet Yuzhong falling down so much into this stage of game as the Lord is about to spawn. This is going to be a huge member missing, a huge team fight member missing. See, which might just have like taken. Which might have just like forced the team fight to go into one another way. That presence of dragon is does matter here, and yep, the Lord will be on the other side of the Gray, but I don't think they're actually forcing it down. I think they are trying to look for pickoffs here rather than just go for the Lord. What do you think, Manav?
I think they should be staying back until that dragon is here. But I guess the Yuzong is up right now, and both the teams are trying to get that Lord, and we might see a team fight. But the Yuzong has got the engage on that Dirot, and the Kagura was also caught off by that Atlas ult, and we see a 3-1 trade. But Nathan gets double kill back from for the side of Greybird, but also the Beatrix will secure the kill on the Nathan, and it's a 4-2 trade on the favor of Team Ping Pong.
Yeah, this is going to be a 4-2 trade on to the favor of Ping Pong. Yeah, but yep, the Martis is going to try and chase down the Beatrix. Meanwhile, they all of them are like leaving the area to actually defend their inhibitors and their waves. Ping Pong even though like Ping Pong managed to win that fight and get a favor into their amount of players they have online on the board, but they were not able to take down that Lord due to the minions actually marching on onto their like towers. That defense was necessary and forced out to like not get them anything out of this situation. Well, Sasuke, what do you think might just happen now? Looking at the team fights, which team do you think has like better synergy as to like orchestrating their fights?
In terms of team fight, Ping Pong is leading the upper hand, but as we speak of the objective base, yeah, the Greybird has the upper hand in terms of objective base. They do manage to take down the 6 towers.
Yup, and speaking of towers, yeah, that does give them more map control and everything. But yeah, even though the composition of ping pong is made in such a way, they have dragon, they have that Benedetta, and that Atlas, which are like huge mobility. I don't think that tower loss marks that much. And that beautiful ultimate coming from Atlas was able to take down two people into the ultimate of the Benedetta, and yep, Benedetta will be able to take down that thing, and that Martis will will be surviving with such low HP. Dragon will be punished for like going in so deep, and yep, even that Kofra will be punished here. This is going to be a 2-for-1 trade into the favor of Ping Pong, and Ping Pong are just going to force a lot here. Here we can see the Kagura has used her ult, but yep, the damage was not enough to actually take that Benedetta down, and they are going to just go on to the Lord, making full advantage of this situation. Well, Manab, do you think the Ping Pong might be able to take the Lord down, or this Greybird might be able to just kill them, or like take the team fight into their own hands?
I guess that Martis is causing that backline of Team Ping Pong to back off, But I guess the Kagura overextended a bit, and it was punished for it by that Beatrix and the Atlas.
Yep, and we can see that Ping Pong is yet again onto that Lord, as they know that yet again the Greybird is short one member, and Martis is being zoned out pretty well, but the damage and the poke coming in from Nathan is also not so low. It is actually melting down everyone, and the retribution will decide everything. But no, the Deer takes in the Lord, and the Kufra goes in for that kill onto the Atlas, and the one of the towers has been fallen down onto the top lane. We cannot see, but yet Ping Pong is falling back down. They know they have lost the Lord, and they need to be there onto their base with like full HP to actually defend something. Well, Sasuke, this thing turned out to be like pretty well for the side of Team Grey, but what do you think?
Yeah, even Ping Pong has an upper hand. Like that was a 4v fight or a lot fight, and still Greybird just managed to take down that Lord. And from the hands of Ping Pong, that's not looking very good for the team Ping Pong.
Yeah, meanwhile, we can see that Diroth was actually caught on onto the Petrify combo from the dragon and was able and was actually taken down from the side of ping pong. This is yet again going to be a 4 versus 5 situation. Might be a perfect defense or a good defense coming in from the ping pong. Well, depends on how they play their cards. Everything from the side of ping pong is fully loaded. All of their members have their resources needed for it, except that Farsa and Beatrix and Dragon. That ultimate and flicker coming in from the Atlas might just decide some things here. And the ultimate has been popped, not catching anyone. That's a huge resource wasted there, Mana.
Yes, the ultimate of the Atlas is not available right now. This might be a chance for Greybird to actually get more advantage or even end this game. But the Kufra dives in to deep, but he was punished as a for that. But the Martis will secure the kill on that Beatrix. Meanwhile, the Martis gets a double kill on that Yuzhong, and the Martis is just wrecking havoc all over the place. But and they will be targeting down that Nexus, and the third game goes on the side of Greybird.
Yup. That Dirot walked in up front to take the damage and go for the base from the back while Martis goes in using in second skill and makes the stack up to actually have a better attack speed onto that base and actually was able to successfully take it down. Well, this is MK Championship Season 4, guys. You are watching a very nerve-breaking, you watched just a very nerve-breaking match between the Greybird and Ping Pong, which was forced onto the third match. Well, Sasuke, what do you think went wrong for Ping Pong here?
Well, I think that the Benedetta pick was pretty flexible pick, but she was trying her best to push down the lanes. But as you can see, Team Grey, but they foresee that as Azrael might go for the dragon pick, and they at the point they lock down that Deroth for themselves. Deroth is pretty good counter for dragon in early phase of game. He won't let him farm, so there was a lack of presence. And in the early game, and as we saw, the dragon didn't had the magic defense, so Kagura was melting her down pretty easily.
Yeah, like looking at those things, I would say that yep, counter picks did work. That there was able to fare against that dragon, and that Kagura was actually marking every squishy hero like that mage and that on the opposite side pretty well. And yep, the Martis played pretty well. I would say he was only going in when needed the most and was able to take down the objective, which obviously mattered the most more than anything else. And this is what led to their victory. Well, this is MK Championship Season 4. Well, Manav, why don't you tell the audiences about our sponsors?
Yes, the MKE Championship Season 4 it has been sponsored by Genesis Store and co-sponsored by Zentro Store, and Slay Official YT.
Yep, and I'm Azazel. I'll be taking my leave along with my partners, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow. As Ping Pong has just fallen onto the lower bracket, they will have one more chance to go ahead into the tournament, fighting for the lives on the line onto the lower bracket. Well, see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care.